Hello, horse racing fans. Welcome to the Vegas Top Dogs TV YouTube channel update for the 2022 Horse Racing Breeders' Cup, which takes place on Saturday, November 5th. I have a special guest to discuss the horse races. 4 races to be exact. We'll bring him on in just a minute, but we're going to break down the Breeders' Cup. It's 1 1/4 mile race. That's the 11th race. We're going to discuss races 4, 5, and 9. Jeff will give you his selections, what he likes in the race. The Breeders' Cup itself is the Race 11 Classic, $6 million purse. Takes place at Keeneland. Used to be called Keeneland Park. Now it's just Keeneland. So let's bring on Jeff Hochman to talk horse racing. Jeff,
hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. You ready to break down the horse racing?
Yeah, let's start with the 4th race. It's the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. Excuse me?
There's your cue.
Now I can go. Fourth race on the card, the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. I like number 8, Golden Pal. I'm going to play it to win in place. The morning line is 2-1. We have Wesley Ward, trainer, the jockey Irad Ortiz. So this 4-year-old colt by Uncle Mo owns the fastest early and middle pace speed figures in the race. This horse beat Lieutenant Dan, who was one of the best sprinters on the West Coast. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Dan suffered an injury in his last race, and he will not be in this race. However, Golden Pal, you talk about a horse for a course, 4 for 4 at Keeneland. Also, Golden Pal loves going 5.5 furlongs, 7 starts, 7 wins. Wesley Ward, Irad Ortiz win 31% when teaming up. So I really like number 8, Golden Pal, to win in place in the 4th race, the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff.
Moving on to the 5th race, the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. I like number 6, Laurel River. I'm playing Laurel River across the board, win, place, and show. Morning line, 9-2, trainer Bob Baffert, jockey Irad Ortiz. 4-year-old colt by Into Mischief has won 3 in a row. Baffert wins 39% in the next race after his horse wins. So very strong stats there for Laurel River. Laurel River is also 2 for 2 at this mile distance in his career. Bob Baffert wins 23% when going from a sprint race to a route race. Baffert also wins 30% on all dirt races going 1 mile. So this is a very competitive race. I like the value with Laurel River at 9-2. So let's play number 6, Laurel River, across the board. Next race, we go to the 9th race, the Breeders' Cup Distaff Fillies and Mares. I'm going to the outside horse. A little bit of a price here with number 8, Society. I'm playing this filly across the board. She's 8-1, trained by Steve Osmussen, ridden by Florent Giroux. Lone speed in the race. She will definitely be on the lead, and then it's Catch Me If You Can. She's by Gunrunner. Gunrunner's progeny can run all day. So at 8-1 with a horse that's almost guaranteed to be on the lead, I think there's really good value on number 8, Society, in the Breeders' Cup Distaff Fillies and Mares. That's race number 9. So let's play Society at 8-1 across the board. 6 starts, 5 wins in her career. including 1-for-1 at Keeneland. So she does like the track. And I see the Clocker reports are absolutely off the charts. So we probably won't get 8-1, but nevertheless, I think it's a solid play in the Breeders' Cup, Distaff, fillies, and mares. The big one, race 11. I got a big upset for everybody against Flightline. No, I'm just kidding. I like Flightline to win. I was at Del Mar when he won the Pacific Classic by 19.5 lengths. There's no way you can go against this horse. It's just an incredible looking horse, once in a generational type, almost like Secretariat. I think Secretariat is a little better. I would say if you want to play the exacta, I like number 1, Taba, at 8-1 to come in second. Tony, do you have any thoughts on the exacta in the Breeders' Cup Classic?
That's probably the only race I'm personally going to be putting a wager on. I do like Flightline. It's hard to go against him. Current odds are 3-5 by race time. It may be 2-5 or less. And as for the exacta, I like number 2, Life is Good, a Todd Pletcher horse, 6-1. So let's go with a 4-2 exacta in the race 11 Breeders' Cup Classic.
I could see that. If you want to try a trifecta box, go with Flightline, number 1, Taba, and number 2, Life is Good. Life is Good is number 2, right?
Yes, 6-1 odds.
6-1, and Taba's 8-1. So pretty good value, and hopefully Flightline will not be 1-9. I would recommend, if Flightline is 1-5 and you have the bankroll, put a win wager on Flightline. Not going to lose.
Sounds good, Jeff. I appreciate you coming on, breaking down the big race. Jeff always does well. He owns horses. He does well in the big races, and looking forward to the Breeders' Cup this Saturday.
Thanks, Tony, and looking forward to our NFL video on Thursday.
Absolutely. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, give us that thumbs up. We'll be pumping out these videos each and every week in all the major sports and the major horse races. And we'll speak to everyone soon. I'm TonyK, and thanks for coming on, Jeff, to break down the Breeders' Cup.
Good luck, everybody. Let's win some cash.